Well, this is a big day. It's a really big day. Hi, Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. It's Monday, July 17th. And the reason this is a big day is that once again, for I don't know the umpteenth time that I've tried to do video, I'm going to start trying to crank out some not daily, but at least frequent videos around what's going on in the chart. You know, for about 20 years, I produced corporate videos and broadcast television programs and that kind of thing. And when I got out, man, I got out. It was like, oh, it's too much work. But I think these are times that are going to warrant some video supplementation to what we do here. So my plan is to have it on YouTube under the Fun Astrology channel on YouTube, Instagram, the Fun Astrology Podcast, and then on TikTok. It's going to all be the same video, so pick your flavor. And wish me luck. It's like trying to weave it in. All right, let's talk about today because a big day. We have the new moon, first of all. We have the nodes changing signs, second of all. And we have that Yod still there. And then Mercury squares Jupiter later this afternoon. So where would you like to begin? Yeah, I think New Beginnings is a really good place to begin with this. So the moon is in Cancer. It is at home. 2:32 this afternoon is where I have my chart set to 24 degrees, 56 minutes in the sign of Cancer. There's your new moon. And where I am, it's in the 9th house. So there's your spirituality and your connection around water. And of course, it's in a trine to Neptune. So there's this real spiritual punch to this new moon. But we have the other thing I just mentioned, the Yod, with Mars up there at the top of it, along with very slow-moving Venus right now as it is getting ready to station to go into retrograde on Saturday. Mars and this Yod are conflicting with this new moon. We actually have two Yods in the chart, and it starts today, actually. We will talk about it on tomorrow's video podcast and show it to you. But it's already there. It's in there today. So we have also another Yod with Neptune at the top. And then at the bottom of that, Venus and the South Node. And the South Node this afternoon moves into Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So you see how all of this is just really tying together. That Venus, Libra, the South Node moving into Libra, and now this additional Yod with Neptune at the top. Going to take us right into the things that we value the most. Our money, our relationships, our possessions, the very items that we love are going to be under the spotlight of all of this, especially this week. So before we move on into the node change, let's talk about this for just a second. Because we have this water trine to Neptune. So the later degrees of Cancer, the later degrees of Neptune, those are threaded together with a trine. And when we look at these two Yods, another theme, Neptune and Venus, that's where we create. Let's create where the energy is the easiest. Venus is slowing down. So like I said, Venus is everything that we love. Let's just hold that for a second. Neptune is our, if you're following your highest timeline, connection with higher source. That's your inspiration, your intuition, your spiritual path. And then we have the sign of the crab with the new moon today. Cancer. There's something about these little creatures. I love crabs. They're just great. Whenever you go to the ocean, you see them. I used to scuba dive, and you could see crabs occasionally, and they're just so fun because they're so protective. They're so homey. You know, boom, they take their home with them. I like that idea. Still have my van. You know, I love that idea. But they also have a very vulnerable side because once that little animal inside that shell expands to fill that shell, it has to grow a bigger shell. And to do that, the crab has to shed the old shell before it grows the new shell. Hence, soft-shelled crab, if you've ordered such at a restaurant. Not like the turtle, the shell doesn't expand with the growth. This has to be replaced. So the crab goes into hiding. It goes to sheltered places. It goes under logs and stones and rocks and buries in the sand, etc., while the new shell is growing. That's called survival. Well, when we get into these areas around the things that we love, don't we have a protective shell? And sometimes don't we have to release that shell or expand that shell if we want to grow into higher ground? I was having this very conversation with somebody over the weekend, and it was really, truly amazing, and it shined a light on this path for myself. And that's why I was like bringing this to the new moon in Cancer, because I have an opportunity to expand my shell. And of course, that means being vulnerable. And then you have to think about, am I hiding from this, or am I willing to let it go? So the touch points here are, first of all, let's start with Neptune and the 9th house, spirituality. What path are you on? Really? Not on a play path, not on a because I'm going to get something out of it path. This is real, true spirituality, highest timeline stuff. What are you in it for? Really? Be honest. The upside of Neptune. You might be able to pull the wool over somebody else's eyes, but don't pull it over your own. Then the second touch point, what do you truly value? If Venus rules the things that we possess that we truly value, make a list, make even a short list. What are the 5 things, the top 5 things that you value the most in your life right now, wherever you are? Might be kids, might be family, might be money, might be career, might be health, might be possessions. Maybe you're collecting things. That's all good. What are you building? What's most important? And then that crab shedding its shell, the new moon of this Monday, July 17th. What are we going to create anew? What kind of shell are we going to grow? And being vulnerable and letting the old shell grow so that we can expand into a new one. That's a great way to use this energy of this new moon in Cancer. Well, I didn't get to the nodes. Let's save that for tomorrow. We really did cover this on July 6th, and there's nothing new today than there was then, other than it happens at 4 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time. So I would refer you back to July 6th for the details, and then we'll see you back tomorrow, and we'll start to drill down on a few things as appropriate. All right? Hope you have a great Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Love you. Bye-bye.